Good afternoon. Today we're going to attempt to make some vegan mozzarella cheese. I have with me ingredients of some tofu, homemade or shop bought. I have some cashew nuts. I have some garlic. I have a pinch of rock salt. I have some black peppercorns, crushed black peppercorns, and I have a drop of lemon juice. So literally what I'm going to do is just put them all in a blender, blend it, and then with the paste that is created, I'm going to put that into a mold and refrigerate it. Once it's refrigerated for a day, it's fairly solid enough to slice and put on as toppings for pizza. That very simple. So first off, I'm going to chop up the garlic and then turn the tofu into cubes. Put all of that into a blender and blitz it all together. I shall now blend or blitz the cashew nuts so they're turned into very fine granules. These are the cashew nuts blitz, similar to the grains I had earlier on that were beneath the whole cashew nuts. So that's what you want, some nice blitz cashew nuts, and that's going to be added to the tofu once that gets blitzed. Okay, well that's in there. So this is the garlic's gone in at the same time as I'm going to be blitzing the tofu. Tofu wants to be nice and smooth before adding the blitzed cashews. What I should do is blitz separately the tofu, and then perhaps when that's just done, add the cashews. So here we go. I'm gonna blitz the tofu. It's got some garlic added. I blitz it very well. So what I should do is remove the top, check the contents, then blitz it some more. There, that's about the correct kind of consistency. At this stage, I should be adding the salt and the blitzed cashews. So first off, I should blitz this a few more seconds. Right, now that's fairly nicely blitzed. What I'm going to do now is add the salt and the blitzed cashew nuts and also a drop of the lemon juice just over there. Okay, then I'll blitz it. So add all that blitz stuff, salt. Okay, lovely. As it is, I'm going to blitz that, and that should produce our the main state of vegan mozzarella. As you can see, it's looking pretty effective. So I'll mix it around again, get it into the center so that it makes contact with the blades. So what I do is I blitz it, remove it, bring it all to the center, and blitz it again until I have a completely very smooth paste. Here I'm going to add a fraction of lemon juice, and this will take the flavour into a direction. So a fraction of lemon juice, not too much, otherwise you'll lose the correct consistency for moulding. So a fraction, yeah, fraction added. Now the blitz. There, that is it. Look at that. This is our main development stage for the vegan mozzarella. All I do now is put this into a mold, refrigerate it for about a day, and it should be done to this stage. Right. We now come to the molding process. What we're going to do is have a piece of cling film doubled up. Therefore, I require a nice long piece of cling film, about 3 foot long. Okay. Then we are going to double up the cling film, and then we're going to place the paste into the cling film. Double up the cling film, then place it in the paste. The cling film is doubled up. Now I place the paste into the cling film closer to one edge because of what we're going to actually do. But prior to placing the paste into the cling film, what I shall do is I shall add some olive oil onto the cling film, thus making the vegan mozzarella easier to remove. So I've doubled up the cling film. Now I shall brush on some olive oil all over. Okay, here's a spatula. We are taking a piece of paste, plonk right there. Not in the center, closer to one edge for a reason. You can add some more salt to your liking. But otherwise, the creamy cheesy effect is what we really want for some mozzarella on pizza. Now I'm going to wrap it up. I've shaped it ever so slightly to be neater, and now I shall wrap it up simply by bringing one edge, closest edge, into the center, and then rolling it over to create a tube. There. I'll form a complete tube. There, that's a complete tube formed. Now, what I'm going to do is twist each end of the tube, and then tie each end up, then place that into the refrigerator. This method I learned at college, chefing college, where I got my MVQ2 for professional cookery. What I'm going to do is roll this up nice and tightly, and then tie the ends and refrigerate. The rolling method is pretty something that you do learn, but effectively you kind of like roll it on the surface. You hold both ends, one end in one hand, so I have the left end in my left hand and the right end in my right hand, and I kind of roll it across the surface like that, and it automatically twists each end into the opposite direction of the rolling. So it starts from here, rolls along, while of course one hand is holding that. A dish immediately takes that appearance where it's all twisted up at one end, twisted up at the other end, and then with this kind of created ropey appearance, we can turn that into a knot, and then refrigerate. A day later, then it's the density and it's the density required for cutting and putting on the pizza. As you can see, that's approximately what we want. The more tofu you use in this, of course, the more the shape will have changed. Presently it looks pretty much round ball, and you can roll it a bit to create more of an oblong. There we have it. This now goes into the refrigerator. And of course this looks approximately as you would receive a portion of mozzarella. Portion of mozzarella is approximately what we create from the ingredients that we use, depending on, of course, how much of the ingredients we do use for this particular portion. Overnight, the molded mozzarella was refrigerated, but it was also put into the freezer for literally about an hour, maybe ever so slightly longer, because in order to make it very sufficiently firm enough to be cutting. I've do the first cut. First cut. Now peel off the wrapping. Peel wrapping, both hands, excuse me. And that's the wrapping off. Now I'm going to cut the mozzarella slices. Okay, the first cut is the deepest. Cut it a nice slice. And then a few more slices. it's still soft, then I refrigerate it some more, so it's very firm. There you are. So apparently I've frozen it for a good few more minutes, and clearly, as you can see with that one right in the centre, it's quite possible to get to such a firm texture that when you cut through it, it retains its shape, giving it a nice kind of cut mozzarella appearance. So I put the cheese on straight after the tomato. Now I'm going to put everything on top. And I find that if you put the cheese under the other ingredients, then it remains its creamy texture rather than becoming crusty. So I'll put all the other ingredients on. Yeah, nice large piece of vegan meat on the vegan mozzarella, and then yeah, other ingredients all over. A few red onions, some peppers. Okay, that's an equal distribution. That's ready to go in the oven. The cheese nicely under the ingredients in order to retain its creamy texture. Okay.